Hello and welcome to this video. Thank you so much for subscribing to this channel and I appreciate your support. So I have received many requests from people asking me to guide them on how to create a Handshake AI account. Today I'm going to show you exactly how the process works and how you can easily create a Handshake account and start bidding for work and working. You will earn a good pay from this account. In this video, I'm helping this lady create her first Handshake AI account. So stay tuned and watch the video all the way to the end because I'm going to take you through the entire process step by step. For this particular account, her account, we are going to use a referral or invitation link for project A. That means we are not starting completely from scratch because we already have an invite link, which makes the registration process much easier. But you need not worry because I think the best thing to do here will be to show you how to start from scratch. And if you are starting from scratch, you will click on this link. So the first thing you need to do is to accept the invitation if you are starting from an invitation. But if you are not, you follow the step that I'm showing you on the screen. Give the page a little time to load. In this case, I'm using Ultra Viewer, which is a remote control application. This allows me to control her laptop remotely while she is in the United States. And it makes it easier for me to guide her through the account creation process. Once the invitation has opened, you simply follow the prompts to the application. Let me go back and search for it. You see, I don't want to show you the screen for the student because Handshake may close the account. So these are the projects that are available. You may browse for the projects from this page in here. So I'll basically sign up. Let me just talk about what you will be doing in this project. So for this particular application, we are going to select no. So in this case, I'm using Ultravia. I've said that once the invitation has opened, you simply follow the prompts. My invitation has already opened my browser for the screen that I'm showing you. If you don't have a referral, it's a little bit slow. Once the invitation opens, you simply follow the prompts. Here you may be asked whether you will now or in the future require sponsorship or the curricular practical training. For this particular application, we are going to select no, we will not require feature sponsorship or curricular practical training. So here you may say that you want to continue with your Gmail address, and this is where I want you to pay very close attention. The information you provide during registration is important because Handshake AI uses your profile information to determine which opportunities or project may be relevant to your background. What you need before creating your account is therefore very important in this place. Before you begin creating your Handshake AI account, I strongly recommend that you have all necessary requirements ready. The first thing that you need is a well-written resume. It's a well-written resume. You will need a resume in this case. Your resume should clearly describe your education, skills, work experience, and areas of expertise. A strong and relevant resume can help your profile better align with projects that match your qualifications. I also have a separate video showing you how to create a professional resume, and I'll leave the link in the description in the comments once the video is available. And there's another important thing you need, a LinkedIn profile. Let us just skip the school for now. So before you decide to create a Handshake AI account, remember these two important things. One, a resume and a LinkedIn profile. Number one, you need a good ATS friendly resume. Number two, you need a complete professional LinkedIn profile. And there's something very important here. Your resume and LinkedIn profile should be consistent. The information on your resume should match the information on your LinkedIn profile. For example, your education, work experience, job titles, skills, and professional background should not contradict each other. So that's what we are talking about. This helps you present a consistent professional profile when you apply for opportunities. when you are applying for the opportunities. Then again, Handshake AI has different projects and opportunities across various fields, including areas such as data analysis, software engineering, programming, and other technical and professional domains. So you want your profile to accurately represent what you can actually do. For this particular case, the client already has prepared a resume and a LinkedIn profile, so I'll not need to do all that. For extra security, you see in here, it says verify your phone number. So now I don't have a phone number that I can verify within here. And for your information, if I verify, I'll be risking my account to be closed because of the obvious reason. So let's continue with the registration process, creating the profile. The first thing we need to do is upload the resume. There we go. The next step is to select the field that best describes her professional background. You'll see a drop down containing many different fields. There are options ranging from arts and humanities and education all the way to physics, engineering, computer science, financials, and many other areas. You need to choose the field that genuinely matches your background. After selecting the main domain, you will also be given different roles or specializations within the domain that you have chosen. For her particular case, she has said that her preferred choice is computer science because that best matches her background. She's more focused on data analysis, so we can select a relevant role such as a data scientist, depending on what is actually referred in her resume and experience. Under the subfields, you may be able to select more than one area. For example, we can select computer programming. We can also select machine learning. So in this case, we'll select the areas that genuinely represent her skills and experience. Remember, don't simply select skills because they sound impressive. Choose the areas that you actually understand and can demonstrate through your resume and experience. Next, we have to select the current role. Again, make sure the role you choose is consistent with your professional background and the information contained in your resume. For this application, we'll go with data scientist. Now we need to add the educational institution. Select the appropriate institution and continue. Next, we have to indicate the highest level of education. For this particular case, we'll select associate's degree. I hope you are following along if you are making the application. And if you are from a country that is not accepted like Kenya, remember that you will need to have a strong VPN. Then we need to indicate when she graduated. This is another section where you need to pay attention. Make sure the dates and education information match what is contained in your resume and LinkedIn profile. Don't enter information randomly. Everything should be accurate and consistent. Before proceeding, make sure you read and agree the applicable terms and privacy policy as I have agreed in here. Once you've confirmed that all the information is correct, you can click next, and now your application is being submitted. Now you move to the next section, which is the project match. And guys, look at this. We've received a match to a new project, and it's a congratulations. We already have a project opportunity showing on the account, and this is a good example of why it is important to have a properly completed profile and a resume that accurately represents your skills and experience. However, remember that getting matched to a project is not guaranteed. Your results will depend on your qualifications, profile information, location, project requirements, and the opportunities available at the time. Now, just take a quick reminder. I'll also provide a link to my resume template in the description or comments. You can use the template as a starting point and customize it according to your own education experience, skills, and career background. Don't simply copy else's information. Make sure your resume is accurate and represents you in the best way possible. Now we are reviewing the project opportunities. Now we've been matched to project A. This is great. We also have an opportunity to submit interests in another project, and we have another direct project match available here. Before you proceed with any project, I strongly recommend that you read the instructions carefully. This is extremely important. Don't rush into accepting a project simply because you see a payment rate. Read the requirements first and make sure you understand what the work involves. For this particular project, the description explains that you will work on tasks designed to help train AI systems to handle certain types of information more accurately. There may be multiple task types. The first step is to complete the onboarding process, and Follow all the required steps to get started. Then once you are approved and able to begin working, you can start completing tasks and then earning according to the project's terms. The project information currently displayed here shows a rate of $17 per hour. $17 per hour, which is a good pay. The more eligible tasks you complete, the more you may be able to earn, subject to the project's rules, availability, and your eligibility. The platform also provides examples of contributors earning several $100s per week. But remember that these are examples and not a guarantee of income. Your actual earnings can vary. So, guys, this is why you should always read the project details carefully before you begin. Now in onboarding. Now we are going to begin the onboarding process. The onboarding itself is relatively straightforward. Now before we can complete it, we first have to verify the applicant's identity. Identity verification is an important step because the platform needs to confirm that the person creating and using the account is actually the person they claim to be. So we are in this part. So we are going to give my client some time to complete the verification process from her side. While we are waiting for the identity verification to be completed, we can use this time to explore the frequently asked questions sections. I highly recommend that beginners take some time to read through this information. You will find an introduction to the Handshake AI program and important information about how the platform works. If this is your first time using Handshake AI, don't skip this section. Take your time and understand that you are what you are getting into. It doesn't take very long or too long to go through the information, and it can help you understand the platform much better before you start working. You will find information about how to complete tasks, how different types of tasks work, annotation, critique, and other important concepts. Now let us talk about how tasking works. Now I also want us to look at this section on how to task. This is a very important section. I receive many questions from beginners who say, I'm new to remote work. I don't even understand how these online tasks are. One of those people, this is a very good opportunity to learn how task-based remote work operates. The platform provides instructions and examples that can help you understand what you are expected to do. You can also sign up using the available account options, such as Google, depending on what the platform currently provides. But remember, always follow the official instructions provided by the platform. Don't rely solely on videos from YouTube. Read the official project documentation because the requirements and procedures can change. And if you have previously worked on platforms such as Outlier or other AI training platforms, some of the task company concepts may feel familiar. However, uses every platform uses their own unique rules, and every project can have its own rules. So make sure you understand the specific instructions for the project you are working on. And that's basically the process from accepting the invitation, sharing your resume and LinkedIn profile, completing your personal information, selecting your professional background, submitting the application, getting matched with opportunities, completing identity verification, and finally going through the onboarding process and task training. If you are planning to create a Handshake AI account, take your time and make sure the information you provide is accurate. Don't create a profile simply to get a project. A profile that genuinely represents your skills and experience. If you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'll be bringing you more tutorials on remote work, AI platforms, online jobs, and how to get started with legitimate opportunities online. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.